Just see the coast mountains in the very distance, welcoming the sunrise this morning. Usually I can get them to come here with that call. The thing is, I think ravens in different regions have different dialects. So if you sound like a raven, but you're not speaking their dialect, they get kind of territorial, like, who are you? Another creek that comes right out from the underground. And off she goes. I hear another one over this way. Made a clonk. In fact, I've come to discover that this creek goes in and out of the ground repeatedly. Same creek. Pop back out and then pop back under. It's like the narrowest little creek in history. Whenever you hear a noise in the forest and you don't know what it is, like, what was that? That was a weird sound. It's probably a raven. They can make a lot of noises that you never heard before. Here he comes. Who are you, he says. Oh, he's landing in that tree. One of the neat things I've noticed about ravens, here's another one of these underground creeks, they really have their ability to speak to each other. I'll give you two examples of things ravens were observed doing. In one experiment, I wish I could think of the name of the book. I read this book back 20 years ago now, and it was a researcher in New Hampshire. And the reason I don't remember the book is I was living in a pot grow cabin in Hornby Island, and I think I was smoking weed every day, but reading this book. So I don't remember the title, but I remember the gist of the book for sure. So in these experiments, the one they put a moose kill out, observed, and a raven flew overhead, seen the moose kill, and the next thing he did was come down, ripped off a couple chunks for himself, and then flew off, giving a particular vocalization. Came back a little while later with like 100 ravens or 50, I don't know, a number. His murder came with him. So he somehow was able to go off and talk and tell the other ravens, drop what you're doing, I got something good. However, when it was a small dead animal placed outside, say like a groundhog or a raccoon or something, the raven would, in one case, was observed flying with several ravens, but only one noticed the dead thing on the ground. So he kept flying with them, and then eventually broke off. And once he realized they weren't paying attention to him, doubled all the way back and fed himself and didn't tell the others, was being sneaky. So they have this way to communicate, and they have the desire to share, mutual cooperation, unless there's just not enough to go around. Anyways, look at how this creek comes right out of the ground in like a bunch of places. Ow! Damn it! Ouch. He is tripped right out. Cannot figure me out. Hard to see him in this angle, but there he is. Here we have clouds that indicate to me that tomorrow we're going to see some weather that will involve precipitation. Probably snow at this elevation, though it's hard to be sure. These are little wispy edges that are being carried by the jet stream way off the storm itself, which is approaching South Vancouver Island right now and towards the lower mainland. So these are the hints you see often a day ahead of time. Bizarre light cirrus formations. I can hear his friends answering him. Says we got something going on here, guys. Come check it out. They're the smartest birds going. They're so cool. So there I was, walking down the main road of Hornby Island. At the same time I've been reading that book, and something fell from the sky. It was a clam. And it landed right at my feet. And because I've been reading that book, I knew right away it was a raven. I looked up and there he was. But it was a little bit surprising as you're just walking along and then all of a sudden smash right in front of you. So that's them using the road as a tool. It's the first time this year I've walked on the ice. Everything's frozen today. Hard, solid. He says he speaks our language, but I don't think he knows what he's saying. One more of these creeks, it just goes underground for a minute and then off it goes again. I can't make that noise, buddy. My raven friend just flew by again. I gave him a croak and he looked at me, but it just kept on going. Now we know each other. I'll just spend all day talking to you with you, Mr. Raven, but I gotta get moving and doing my job today. I just saw a pair of eagles, but they flew by too quick and I couldn't get out of the bush and get the camera up and zoomed in fast enough. Last Friday I saw a lynx. Stay tuned to this channel. Keep subscribing. Thank you very much. I guarantee you're going to see wildlife this winter. You have yourself a lovely day flying around the forest. If you need anything, come see me this winter. I might have a sandwich for you. There he goes. Lots of you chickens here. Don't mean to break up your family, yeah? That's a good idea. See you tomorrow. That's like the 5th time I've seen that same family of road birds. Grouse, I suppose you call them. The weather is changing, and so much for this nice weather we had this week. It was awesome. See what Wednesday brings.